I think I am ready to continue the curse. Ready to continue being cursed. Because it's worked out so well for me so far. Can't accidentally brick the run. That's true. That's true. That is a benefit of curse mode as opposed to dare mode. Is while the runs are more difficult, you can't just game over yourself by accident. Man, I'm still not used to the aesthetics of curse mode though. That's wild. Also the changes to the title music and everything. Like I clicked through the different profiles just to see kind of what the differences were, and there were some real differences there. Like it is actually like the way it filters over the title music to give you different title music is really very different. All right, what are we doing? What is the actual plan here? I feel like I should have a plan. I guess the plan is always going to be, you know, whatever kind of incremental benefit I can get from run to run. So finding some allowance or getting some more stars. Or did I have notes for curse mode? I mean, I have notes. Unclear if they are notes for curse mode specifically. But they are sort of general purpose. These are the things you need to do in a run notes. And I don't actually remember which of these upgrades I have hit, if any. I think I have hit none of the upgrades so far in curse mode. And I think the schoolroom is the only gas line I have left. So maybe someday I'll be able to get like a chest banner thing. Yeah, remembering which gas valves I've turned is definitely a big deal. Okay, actually, maybe that should be my priority right now. Is getting the elevator up and running so that we could get like getting a chest banner feels like a big deal. Oh, I only have 2 of them, which are going to be the Gemstone Cavern and the Orchard, I think. Yeah, right? Wasting a day to make sure that you have the things you have is certainly not a great hardship. There's not a lot of... There's not a lot of... Excuse me, actually, I'm pretty sure I did. I guess I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, alright. Let's spend a day and double check. Go straight into day 7. That's not open. So that needs to happen at some point. Although that's a bit of a struggle to make happen. Powered lab. It's not that hard, right? Alright, this is... not turned on. Correct. Alright, worth. Well, let's see if we can go grab the schoolroom and enable the elevator. I'm trying to think of other things that are permanent. And there's really not that many of them. I don't have a shovel. 13 is real small. Yeah, absolutely. Well, none of these are the thing I am looking for. I guess Tomb lets me set something up. But it's also the kind of thing that I want to come in when I have a fire source. Lets me set up the basement. which I need to do at some point. Oh, I have definitely not touched reservoir levels at all yet in this run, in curse mode. I don't think I have found a pool yet, let alone a pump room. But I'm not, like, I'm not doing anything this run, so we might as well get the tomb and set some stuff up. Alright, what is the order again? This is last. Show me the angels. Where do I have the angels written down? Here we go. Alright, we have Rinna the gardener. We have Joya the baker. We have Dauja the farmer, who has a pitchfork. Vea, the paragon of ash. Mila with the broom. Lydia with the riding crop for whatever reason. And Orinda opens the door. I guess this gets me an upgrade disc. Not that I think I can use it. I have not so many steps remaining. Open sesame. Does it make sense to pull this out? Probably. But also, like, when am I gonna come down here? I guess if I ever need to pull it back in, I can do so from this side, and that's not a problem. And yeah, water levels currently untouched. Which is exactly what I would have expected. And there's nothing I can do from this side, even if the water levels were lowered. So, all I have done here is moved a minecart, and we're gonna call it a day. Curse mode! Abandoned project. True. True. Steps taken 13. Hey, that's all of the steps. Tomb is a new room. I guess so. Turned to gas line and verified some information. True. True. Honestly, I think I am okay with just burning a bunch of days to get the schoolroom and getting the elevator turned on so that I might eventually set myself up for the thing. I was afraid that Shrine was gonna show up. I have $0. None of this does anything. Shelter doesn't do anything. Training post doesn't do it. I guess I'll just draft the shelter and not go into it. It is not worth spending the steps to get... Spending the steps and the time to get a red gem. Actually, what day is it? Day 7? The starting day is November 7th? Maybe I'll go into it. Is the starting day November 7th? It's my calendar. Yeah, starting day is November 7th. So this has got to be November 14th. Is it worth it to open it? The day starts at 9, so we have to set it for 11. You're right, 13th. Can I do anything from here? Does this do anything? I mean, I guess I can special order something? Is that real? What am I looking for? Running shoes? Sleeping mask, actually, might be the thing that is most important to find in the shop right now. I think I agree with that, actually. Sleeping mask seems like a big deal. Data transfers are not real. Email is not accessible from here yet. Remote terminal access doesn't matter with that black bridge. So none of that matters. So do I just sit here and wait? Like, if it opens while I'm not here, will it stay open across future runs? Or do I have to interact with the letter in order for it to stay open? Because it's not like I'm going to have the opportunity to come back to this room. And sitting here for 15 minutes while 2 in-game hours passes doesn't sound like a great time. Alright, let's see if I can set myself up to come back to it. Let's see if it's possible. Hey, Vera, how's it going? Alright, currently just past 8:30, and I set it for 11. Okay. Our day starts at 8, which means I should have set it for 10. Wonder if Shelter prevents the curse mode downsides from drafting red rooms. I doubt it. That would be very surprising if so, honestly. Do you need gems? I'll buy the commissary now, while I don't have money to lose. Oh, hell yeah. Check it out, it's steps. And I get my gem back. And I have exactly 1 door, so that's great. Drawing room? Parlor for gems? I guess drawing room is net even on gems. Let's plus, I guess. What are we seeking today? Literally any permanent gain. The easiest gains to get right now are probably upgrade discs or stars. The gems are in a box with a statement. The gems are in the black box. One of these has to be false. If this is true, then this is true. If this is false, this could still be true, and they're in the blue box. Allowance is a big one, yeah. Allowance would help too. If I take the guest bedroom, the run's over anyway. So I guess we'll take the Nook. I need something with multiple doors here. Bedroom's actually not bad. Like, it cost me an extra step to draft, but the nursery hits, and going in and out of the bedroom is not actually painful at all. Kitchen time? The gymnasium's a disaster. Oh no, it's sheltered! The gymnasium is not a disaster. I do still lose all of the everything for drafting it, though. Car keys is potentially interesting. How many steps to shelter? Probably too many. Pantry has food in it. You had an audio glitch when I started listing easiest gains. Stars, allowance, and upgrade discs are the big ones. Those are the ones that are more likely to get from, you know, second to second across a run. Alright, guest bedroom actually really powerful here. But I am also keyless, which is a thing to be concerned about. Gotta remember about picking things up. I actually, if I'm zeroed out on a resource, I want to not pick it up, because drafting the next room could cause me to gain that or lose that resource. And if it's at 0, I don't have anything to lose. Drafting studio not allowed, so hallway cost me a key. If I had a key. I am definitely in curse mode. Yep. Actually, can I even get blessings out of the shrine while cursed? I didn't think to... That's something to try, actually. Oh, everything's locked. All right, well, this run's over. Which means I'll just run back to the shelter? Yeah, I guess just run back to the shelter now. Yeah, feel free to answer. That's fine. I am very much not worried about spoilers in curse mode. Ah, the shrine is just broken. Okay, that makes sense. No, I have not drafted the shrine yet. Wow, so I can't even monk something? Oh, that's so mean. I was legitimately thinking I'd be able to take advantage of monk as like a way to shortcut some of the really painful walking around on 13 steps, but I guess not. How much more time do I need to kill before it is 11 a.m. on November the 13th? Yeah, I goofed this real bad. Okay, it is almost 9:30. Yeah, I set it to 11. I should have set it to 10. I didn't realize it started at 8 instead of 9. Anything else I can do with my 13 steps and no real relevant items? Could go into the tunnel. I don't know that that gets me anything. But, like, I could. Tunnel's right there. Removing crates doesn't really do anything for me yet. Actually, I can't even remove crates until after I found room 46 anyway, right? Like, I don't get to start removing crates until after I beat the game. What's up, Riza? This is your first time seeing curse mode? Yeah, it is a trip. Oh, yeah. The red tint to the sky. Check it out. I'm cursed. Oh, okay. I have the steps to burn so I can show you this. Curse mode is extra cursed. It's not just, aw, you have a curse, good luck. There are many things about it which are additionally cursed, besides just starting with cursed. For instance, there's no orchard. All the trees have been burned down. The gate just starts this way. So you can go in here. It's available to walk into right at the very beginning. But, you can't get the steps benefit of unlocking it. Yeah, no, this is very seriously cursed. The gas lines do work. I've now opened 3 of them. I need to draft the schoolroom in order to get the last one. Anyway, I'm mostly sitting here staring at the clock because I set the time lock safe to open at 11. Which was a mistake. Should have set it to open at 10. If I had set it to open at 10, I'd be doing good. Instead, I have to sit here for another 6 real-time minutes. I guess as long as I'm here, I should make a wish. The wish is that I eventually find some allowance tokens. And or stars. Those would be great things to find. Do I have anything left in normal mode that I know to do? I know that I need to find a room with a 53 in it. Chances are good that's a vault. I don't know what comes next after that, or how to interact if I do that. But all I have left to do in normal mode is family core stuff and other, like, not just post-game, but post-game stuff. And that is literally all of the information I have, is that I know that the family core is 53, and I have reasonable suspicions that the vault is the next room to interact with. Yes. The advice I got from chat was, this is a good time to start looking stuff up. Man, this moves so slowly. When you're actually waiting for a time, it's so difficult. Why doesn't Simon have a wristwatch? Honestly, dude. You think you'd be better prepared for your little Boy Scout expedition here. And there's not even anything I could go do. It's miserable. I guess I could go read The Red Prince. But that's about all I've got. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I could go read the Red Prince. Can I wait in the vault for this? Yeah, I absolutely can go wait in the vault. But then I don't have a clock telling me how far away I am from the correct timing. Although I guess if I'm waiting in the vault, I have something I can do, which is like read through the glossary of terms or whatever, instead of literally sitting here staring at the clock. Actually, I can see if there's anything that's worth tracking on my notes. So I have my win conditions here. And the things that I kind of need to do in order to get a win in this mode. But if there's anything else that I need to be tracking for curse mode, that's probably worth writing down. I guess anything that changes or that's kept the same from run to run, like tracking whether or not I've done anything in the reservoir, is probably worth it. Or pump room, rather. I guess sanctum keys, actually. Where are the sanctum keys? Because popping open a sanctum key does get me another allowance token, assuming I can get down there. So that is another source of allowance, if I need it. I'm trying to remember where the sanctum keys were. Do I have the things listed here for the sanctum keys? I don't think so. I think I was looking through them. I think I deleted the clues whenever I found the thing. So I don't have the clues listed here anymore. And then there's a lot of like intermediate stuff which doesn't actually matter. This was all the stuff down in the reservoir. There is allowance tokens if I empty the reservoir. That's a thing to keep in mind too. There's allowance tokens and a sanctum key in the reservoir. There's... Man, I feel like I need to open up my regular save and go through stuff. I guess I have a lot of this stuff saved in my screenshots. What were the permanent bonuses to step count? It's literally just the orchard. If I have enough money, the kitchen becomes a bonus to step count. So allowance tokens are definitely worth it. There's like some items that give bonuses to step count, like running shoes is great, sleeping mask is great. But no other like permanent gains to step count. Although there is stuff like the sauna that gives your next run plus 20 steps or something like that. Also, calling it in bedrooms, there is the bedrooms thing from Her Ladyship's journal. And I haven't actually gotten a full list of like the benefits of doing so. I think the only one that's actually beneficial for what I'm doing is probably the master bedroom. Because a bunch of these others are like no obvious things, and then the ones that are written down are for the most part all negative. Cloister of Joya available in Curse? I mean, maybe if I upgrade it. I don't know which upgrades I'll get for the Cloister. I think my upgrade for it last time was Arinda, turning it into a black print. But, I don't remember what upgrades I was offered, and I definitely don't remember what the Joya upgrade specifically was. But yeah, I don't think I found any of the upgrade discs yet in this particular run. So, we're like 15 minutes out? Alright, it's probably time to go over to the shelter. 15 minutes is like a minute and a half RL time. I can probably deal with just staring at the time lock safe. So, I wanted to say shelf for some reason. I don't know what a time lock shelf would be. And then I don't think there's any, like, actual information here. Like, information that is useful in my current situation, as opposed to information that I already possess. Because, like, the only thing I can really access from here is the glossary. Connected to each other via a doorway. Oh. Drafting as a type. I certainly didn't record any of this information in the glossary. Not that I think any of it is relevant at this point. Like, it's all stuff I've probably got internalized. Hey, look. The glossary of terms is listed in the glossary of terms. A feature on the network that you are now perusing. Thanks. It does list luck, though. Determines the likelihood that you will find additional items and rooms on your estate. Marked on their floor plan by a clover. I don't remember ever seeing a clover on any of the rooms. Alright, give me that. I have now interacted. So we can go into the house and call it a day in the nursery and see whether or not that does anything for me. I do need to get a shovel for the microchip. And I do need to get a sledgehammer for the other microchip. So those are both on the list of things to do. Mark Mage has got Joya. Ooh, okay. Joya permanently increments dinner to more delicious. Okay, that does seem beneficial. On the off chance that I ever get to eat dinner. Like, eating dinner seems pretty unlikely as is. Snug little cottage. Sure. Alright, let's see if calling it in the nursery does anything. Day 8. 8 a.m. (13:2) no items, no changes, nothing obvious. Still hoping to get schoolroom. His standard dinner is now 60 steps. Yeah, that's pretty absurd. I'm into that. That's kind of cool. There we go. So this turns on the elevator, which means that at some later stage, I may ever be able to get a chest blessing. Mount Holly calls for snacks. Yo, there's a key in here. That's odd. No apples, though. Well, I'm definitely not ever coming out here again, so I guess thank you for the key. I didn't expect there to be anything in here, to be honest. That's a bit of a surprise. If I turn this off, do I lose access to the elevator? No, but the light turns off. Okay, good. Well, nothing else I'm doing in here. Never need to draft that room again. Gotta save on the natural gas bill. There is so much money that is disappearing and going to waste. You think I care about the gas bill? Coat check. I could check my nothing and retrieve it on another day. I do kind of want to take the coat check, actually. I guess I could also just take the freezer and immediately call it. Didn't even know the freezer could be up here. I think anything can appear anywhere. It's just that if you have a bunch of common stuff, the common stuff usually squeezes the rarer stuff out. So you've got to take some common stuff so that it's no longer in the pool before you get the rarer stuff more frequently. But yeah, I don't think there's anything preventing you getting a rare room or anything like that in the entryway. Just luck. Alright, there is a case to be made for coat check here. There's also a case to be made for freezer. You know what? I'm just going to take the freezer and then call it a day. And then we'll start the next run with 4 gems. That sounds great, actually. I guess I can poke around at least a little bit here. Like, what can I do with no gems? Maybe I can find, like, a tomorrow room or something. Another tomorrow room. In addition to the tomorrow rooms that I currently don't have access to. I can't do anything in this room, can I? Everything is frozen. So unless I raise the temperature or come back with a light source, it doesn't do anything. There is no need to look at books. Actually, is there a purpose to looking at books? If I have checked out all the books, does that unlock the bookshop, or is it literally room 46 is the only way to do it? Whatever. We'll go top to bottom. Workshop? Excuse me? Magnifying glass. Can I get... Alright, well, I can't take anything that costs gems. Nor is there a purpose to taking anything that gives me gems. Think you got your bookshelf before 46? Okay. Sure, coupon book. Great. Not that I'm going to be spending any money on account of I have no money to spend. Maybe there's a cursed reading list. What are the odds the closet has a metal detector in it? Low, right? Okay. Silver key's not bad. Can't win the parlor game. There's no point. I'm gonna do it anyway. Only one box is true. Only one box contains gems. Well, this is true. And if this is false, then this is true. And that works. Oh, apple. I'd have walked right past that. Great. Look, the important part is a win. The rest doesn't matter. Can't wait to silver key here. Conference room. Dang. Wow, for a day one freezer, this has been a hell of a start. Or rank 1 freezer. This has been like maybe the best run I have gotten in curse mode so far. That's got doors. I like doors. Courtyard! A dining room is here? Dang. Why are we frozen? Yo, with salt? On the dining table? The salt. Alright, I am kind of hoping for a coat check at this point. Locked, of course. Locked, of course. Some garbage. Additional garbage. Alright, exactly one room I can take there. I guess it has a key in it. This is just open, which is nice. 2 bedrooms. If I draft the 2 bedrooms room, I lose 2 steps. But what if it has 2 bananas in it? I don't think I can take that risk. Money still doesn't do anything. 20 is 20. 20 minus 3 is 17. 4 times 5 is 20. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 16 minus 6 is 10. Times 20 is 200. Divided by 10 is 20. Yes, I do know math. Thank you. Still can't get into the courtyard. Too bad. That cost me the key! No! My keys! It's perma unlocked, but now I can't get back to the dining room anyway. Alright, show me a coat check. Or a tomorrow room of some kind. Or lose me a bunch of steps from the bunk room. Yep, twice. And then I step in here and die. It did have bananas! I just can't pick them up. How sad. Didn't get to coat check my salt shaker. But hey, I get 2 extra gems on the start today. Okay, I think I am not going to the outside room unless I have a specific purpose for it. And because it cost me like 3 steps to go and do. So I'm not going to go and do it unless I have the thing that I need. Not that I know what the thing that I need would be, but... I do like courtyard. Even though it costs me extra gems to take. come in here, we'll grab the stuff. Is there anything in here worth grabbing? No items. Rude! Worst courtyard of all time. Why would they do this to me? Drawing room doesn't super matter. Parlor is always nice. Observatory, hell yeah. Stars are good. We like stars. Now I have a bunch of directions to go, and I have to decide whether I want to backtrack to the pantry first or not. Kind of think I do. Kitchen might matter. Doesn't matter yet. Den gets me extra gems, and if this connects to the observatory, that'd be great. Gross. Mega gross. Alright, guest bedroom. Which I have to step into, and then I can go grab the key card. Good job, guest bedroom. Two stars. I know what 2 stars is. I don't remember, but I do know. And I have deliberately avoided taking the planetarium. But the important part is I now have 1 more star than I had last time. Gems are in the false box. The gems are in the false box. Only one of the other boxes is false. That's not true. They have to both be false. So everything is false. So these have to both be true and this is false. Which means the gems are in the false box. Only spare room doesn't end the run, and commissary doesn't get me anything I can... Yeah, only spare room doesn't end the run. Security! That's helpful. Especially because I have the key card. I don't think we have access to any upgrade discs yet. Card system. Security level high. Confirm. I'm not going to bother with the offline mode. State inventory doesn't matter. There's a coin purse just lying around somewhere. I'm terrible. How do I'm so bad at noticing things. Where was the coin purse? Was it in the parlor? I bet it was in the parlor. I didn't look hard in the parlor. Coin purse is a very parlor-coded kind of item. Yeah, alright. I'll use a key, I guess. Miserable. I think I need the nook here. Oh. Okay, then. Do I want to go back for the coin purse? Assuming it's in the parlor. It's a lot of steps. Does this need a key? No. Great. This is a good spot for a dining room, though. I very much miss having a lunchbox. Secret passage is real interesting here. Costs me a key, but then I can get, say, a green room? And then the green room won't cost me any gems? But in this location, it can't be the cloister, which is the green room that I actually really want. So I think I am not worried about the secret passage. What rooms have the upgrade disc? Well, I've made a list of the ones I remember, which is these. I do not believe that the secret passage can help me get any of these. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An additional 8 upgrade discs that are not accounted for on this list. I just don't remember where they are. Although, actually, if people do just remember offhand, don't go, like, looking it up. But I am happy to flesh out this list with advice. Or I am also happy to just keep running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Find them when I find them. Either one works. Keys used. Alright, this is a good drawing room. What was it? 413? I think it's 413. It's not 413. 415? I have interacted. Aquarium is so painful. Aquarium is -2 to every resource. I would like to go north. I would not like to do so via aquarium. Office is a disc. Disc number 1, let's go. Hello? I don't think I want to spread gold. Alright, current curse mode. Found. The Nook. This is 100% a breakfast nook. Every day of my life, this is a breakfast nook. That is actually a big deal. None of these go in the correct direction. This is a good secret passage, though. This has the potential to get me the cloister. Please don't be locked. Please don't be locked. Damn it! Damn it! We were right there. The possibilities were not exactly endless, but at least promising. Alright, maybe there is a key somewhere here. Or at least some additional steps somewhere here. Office is great, no study. Not like I have the steps to take advantage of it anyway. Alright, this has to be something that gives me steps. Or it could be locked. That works too. Alright, well, we're calling it a night. Actually, if I take my last step into the bedroom, does it refill? It does. Oh, cool. The bedroom does, in fact, save me from death. And by death, I mean falling asleep. Which is unusual. But yeah, we'll call it a day here. I don't think calling it a day in the bedroom does anything either. You'd think it would, but I don't think it does. Where's my list of bedroom? Here. I have done the bedroom before, and I haven't noticed any changes. Okay, actually, if anybody wants to look up information for me, because I don't super want to look up information myself, I would love to know what the effects are of calling it a day in each of the different bedrooms, and if any of them are actually beneficial in any way. If any of them are actually useful, aside from exactly the master bedroom. We can take a hallway here. That's fine. Burn a hallway early on while I don't have keys. The breakfast nook, though. Yeah, take my gems. Sure. Well, we'll see. This has the metal detector. That's great. That's actually really nice. That's a great early find. I'm still hoping for a workshop. Because we do need that thing. Yo, conservatory! No! Why? That's so mean. While I'm gemless? Rude. This is so cursed. Okay, we'll guess bedroom here. Like, I'd love to take the nursery, but again, gemless. Kitchen doesn't do anything yet. Parlor kind of does. No items. Money on the floor. No extra food. Box with a false statement contains the gems. Statement on the blue box is true. The blue box contains the gems. So this could be true, true, false. That is a valid setup. Alright, if this is true, then this is true, and this is false. If this is false, then this is false, and this is true. But if this is false, this can't contain the gems. So these two both have to be true, and this has to be false and contain the gems. Alright, let's go get my breakfast. Breakfast and a key? Delicious? Delightful? Alright, show me conservatory. I said conservatory, not observatory. But this is okay too. Wow, we're actually got like a decent number of steps here. That's kind of wild. Closet so as not to lose my goodies. Yeah, spare room. Fantastic. Run's not over yet. Den so as not to lose my goodies. Morning room. Morning room is great. Patio. I'm not super interested in spreading, but we'll take a morning room here. Cost me 2 gems to take, but it gives me 2 gems in it. And the morning room is pretty good at having things. A vault key. Interesting. Oh, and an upgrade disc. Did I know that? I did know that. And there is something on the ground. Fantastic. Do I have a computer today? Not yet. Which vault key? I did not take notes on which vault keys I found. This is vault key 233, though. Garage just has keys. I do like keys. This also has an upgrade disc if I ever find the car keys on the same run that I find in the garage. I am heavily on the lookout for a computer. Hey, look, a computer. Make sure I'm not missing any items here. And that is the morning room upgrade. Boudoir. Not that I find the boudoir with any kind of frequency. Just 3 apples? I think it's 3 apples, honestly. Steps is such an issue in curse mode. And I have no key card, so into the key card system. Set security level low. Set offline mode unlocked. View inventory just for the heck of it. I don't think there's anything to do. No, special orders. We could do special orders from here. Which is, what are we special ordering? Is it still Sledgehammer? It might still be Sledgehammer. I'm actually not sure whether it's Sledgehammer or Sleeping Mask. Or running shoes, even. Probably Sleeping Mask. On the off chance that I find a commissary and have enough money to buy thing, it's almost assuredly Sleeping Mask is best for me. Kitchen isn't really facing the correct direction, although I could get some food out of it. But I think bedroom is better here. No goodies. Well, I have a bunch of keys now. So let's try to avoid drafting hallways. Absolutely take a dining room. Not that it does anything for me yet. Oh. Oh, just on the... I thought it was going to be on the ground. I was misinformed. I don't need an office. I do need a laboratory. All right, laboratory, what you got for me? Set my steps to 40? Yo. What's up, Vera? How's it going? Why was I blind? What did I miss this time? Is it bedrooms? Might be bedrooms. Hang on. Yes, my next bedroom will set my steps to 40. Okay, great. Yeah, absolutely set my steps to 40. That sounds delightful. I have been offered a fair number of bedrooms, so this feels potentially good. I'll use a key. I have keys. This is a day where I have keys. Oh, maybe re-roll this one. Okay. No goodies. No ducts either, so no powered laboratory today. The vault is so expensive! Wow, why didn't I know how expensive the vault was? Also, I'm completely out of gems, so I can't take the nursery, which I really, really wanted to do. Oh, wow, this is really cursed. Okay. This is the start of the stream. I guess that's true. I did see your emote message earlier on. This is also really cursed. All right, sauna's good though. Is there a thing? That looks like a gem, actually. All right, sauna delivered. Go back to the dining room? What rank am I at? Rank 6, 7, 8. We'll go through the chapel first. What was I being blind about? Or was it just the key on the literal table? I feel like I'm being blind about a lot of things. I feel like that is not unusual. No goodies here. Watching and yelling at your screen. I love it. I love it. That's the Jim the Eternal experience I'm looking for. Coat check for the metal detector? Not mad about it. Although we are in a pretty good place this run. Maybe I just continue trying to do stuff this run. Library gives me less common floor plans. Metal detector is a good coat check target. Library gets me closer to rank 8, I think. Hey, it's treasure map. In this room exactly? No, the next room up. The next room up. Also, I don't have a shovel. Also, there's money. And also a book. I have now read a book. This is a bad secret passage. Well, not bad necessarily. It's just not great. And it cost me my key. Then again, laundry room doesn't give me any permanent benefits without being powered. If I could power a laundry room, dang. I would love to power a laundry room. So I think we have to take archives. I'm just taking the secret passage. If I take the archives, I might as well just take the secret passage. All right. Give me a green room, probably. Give me a green room. Please don't be locked. Hey, it wasn't locked. This is some garbage. Terrace? This doesn't let me up, though. Aquarium does let me up. It's a bedroom! It sets my steps! Yes! Bedroom is... Oh, come on. Come on! Alright, it's terrace, I guess. Well, this one's over. Banana! I had such high hopes for this run, being able to set my steps to 40 on a bedroom, and then never found another bedroom, and also can't get any further up. There's still places to go, though, and maybe some of them will include a bedroom. Damn it. Three, two, bedroom? Bedroom that ends the run. Because there's no more doors. I guess if the bunk room has keys in it, this is worth. Oh, come on. Hey, experiment successful. It had actually fully faded to black before saying experiment successful and then saving me. Wow. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. Okay. What's up, little guy? How's it going? Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to do in the bunk room. But now we can run around all we want. So I guess we could go to the outer room and see if there's anything interesting there. There's no more doors. We didn't end up getting the study. If we had found the study, we'd be able to activate, like, the Knight's Blessing or the King's Blessing or something. Outer trading post or upgrade disc. I can only get the disc at the trading post if I have, yeah, I don't know that any of these are rare enough to trade for the upgrade disc. I think it has to be like a showroom item. No workshop today either. So I can't do sledgehammer thing. Well, I couldn't do sledgehammer things anyway, but I can't do like burning glass things. But yeah, might as well run to the outside and see what value I get out of that. Hey, look, a gem. That I completely ignored the first time through and maybe would have let me draft the aquarium. Maybe. Or been eaten by the chapel. One or the other. Where am I going? Down and out. But yeah, if I see a trading post, I'll give it a shot. If I see a shrine, I want to actually look inside the shrine. So if I see a shrine, we'll give that a shot too. But I also have enough steps to go down into, like, down the elevator to the... whatever that area is called. I don't remember what it's called. Trading post is here. Let's give it a shot. Alas, I cannot set the dynamite on fire. Oh, but I can get an allowance token. Ooh, I forgot about this. This is one of the easier ones, too. Heck yeah. Now we have an allowance. Lockpick kit, compass. Yeah. I didn't think any of this was going to do anything. But sure. Trade down for a compass, I guess. Just in case compass gets me something interesting. Like a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer's pretty interesting. Sledgehammer cracks the microchip thing. I don't remember what microchips trade for. Maybe the microchip trades for something interesting. My guess is the microchip trades for garbage. But we also have no workshop today. 2 ivory dice. Yep. Correct. Trades for garbage. Salt shaker. Magnifying glass. Salt shaker. Damn it. Compass. Compass. Vault key 149. That's a different vault key than the one I just traded in. Key card. Rabbit's foot. Coin purse. Give me a shovel! Battery pack. Wow. If I had a workshop, we'd be going to town. Magnifying glass. Sledgehammer. Magnifying glass. Ivory dice. Now salt shaker and salt shaker. Sledgehammer. Coupon book. Salt shaker. Sleeping mask. Salt shaker. And sleeping mask. And sleeping mask. All of these are sleeping mask. Okay. Magnifying glass. Gems. Gems. Ooh, we're trading down now. Yeah. All right. The trading post is sick of my shenanigans and is down to giving me gems. Why so salty? Because they're not giving me an upgrade disc. That's why. They're being jerks about it. Also, no shovels. They should have given me a shovel. They gave me a sledgehammer. Take my money. What? The metal detector's triggering off of that? That's funny. Metal detector's a weird boy. I think Sledgehammer doesn't do it here. I might be able to get through here with powered Sledgehammer, but I think I still need to come from the other side as opposed to doing it on this side. Let's refamiliarize myself with the precipice now. No office, so I can't do chess things. No powered sledge, so I can't look at castle. Not that looking at castle makes much of a difference. It's just there to be looked at. But yes, I have the office. Oh no, that was last run I had the office. I don't have the office or the study this run. Great. And this is not currently open. How do I open this, actually? Where does this open to? This is the secret passage that you get to by lighting the candles in that one area underground. I remember where this is. Okay. So I need to take a light source underground with me into the tomb, really, if I want to open this up. Which, like, at some point I probably do. But getting a light source is not easy. Is there any bedrooms that I haven't checked? Why can I never remember where my list of bedrooms is? Dormitory is the only one that I haven't checked. And none of them give me anything beneficial except for master bedroom, which I don't have access to. So we just call it at this point? I think we just call it at this point. There is no place where it is beneficial to call it. You know what, actually? I'm going to go into the observatory and open up the planetarium. Because while it is just a dead end for the purposes of random drafting, the extra stars is potentially real. Like a real benefit. Oh, I have to move it and then I can lower it. Right, this rotates it. Can I look at it through here? Or is this is now off center, so it's not looking through the... Okay, yeah, sure. That should be good. As a place to end the day, the planetarium is actually somewhat beneficial. In a way that very little else is. The slice. Alright. We got some upgrades, that's cool. Got an allowance token, too. I forgot that there was an allowance token in the trading post. I'm actually going to start listing, like, places with allowance tokens just by default. Trading post has one. Master bedroom has one. Cloister has one. Where else in the house is there random allowance tokens? Are there other spots in the house that has random allowance tokens? There are 8 allowance tokens in the inner sanctum, for what that's worth. Reservoir. Reservoir has allowance tokens. Where else? Laundry room, kind of. If I have enough stars. Alright, and I think that is all I can get, all I can accomplish today. Did I close it? I did close it. Why did I close it? And then it counts as a bedroom, but I'm not sure that I ever checked aquarium. I did check aquarium. Ordinary villa. Yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of ordinary days. Curse mode, man. What an experience. There is a case to be made for running around outside in order to get... Yeah, thank you for the allowance. Assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Yeah, I think trying to get the tool shed is worth it, which maybe means I should pick up some dice first. Because if I can get a shovel out of the tool shed, that's great. And honestly, with the microchip in hand, if I could get a trading post, that's also okay. Hell yeah! Okay, maybe I can make the workshop common. Fingers crossed. Getting a gear wrench is actually really nice. I'm gonna make all of the computer rooms common, if I find any of them. I've got a plan. Quickly, while I don't have any keys, take the hallway. Nursery's worth. Does immediately give me the +5. And I think there's always something on this nightstand, but I don't always know what it's going to be. Was a gem. All right. Observatory's good. Happy with that. Now we have 4. What's 4? I don't remember. Is it 3 and 1? It's 3 and... No. It's Demondus Major. Okay. Hell yeah, security. Become common. Security level low. Offline mode unlocked. And money still isn't real yet. But I'll keep requesting, sleep masks, I think. Unless it should be like a workshop thing, like the magnifying glass or the metal detector. I mean, Sledgehammer is always a favorite, right? I could just go back to always requesting Sledgehammer, which is what I was doing by the time I got to the end of my vanilla run. I guess a shovel is more important to me immediately, because we still haven't found a shovel yet. So shovels until I get a shovel, and then Sledgehammer forever. Commissary is some garbage, so breakfast nook. Give me the bacon and eggs. Draft my... Oh, yo, coupon book? Take it. Draft my next room before picking up the key. Didn't matter. Take the closet here. Burn some of these dead ends sooner rather than later. Alright, I have the gems for a conservatory. However, I don't have the conservatory for a conservatory. This is worth a reroll, actually. Oh, well. Utility closet is still worth grabbing. You can also become common. Off, off, on, off. Have I done the thing? I have done the thing. I've unlocked the gem grotto. This unlocks the gem grotto. I don't need to do that again. This is some garbage. Take a den. Den does not in the run. Not using my key on that. Watch me be forced to draft a hallway here. Once again, taking whatever doesn't end the run. Apple. Nice of you. Suspicious. Not really, but it caught my eye. Like I thought it was a thing. It's not a thing. It's just the grading. The black box is false. The black box is true. Okay, that's off-putting. A false box contains the gems. One of these has to be true, and the other has to be false. If this is true, and then this is false, then this is false, and the true box contains the gems. If this is false, and this is true, then this is true, and the false box contains the gems. Okay. Love it. Oh, good. The morning room is facing the correct direction. Whew. Vault key 233. Both of these end the run. I'm actually kind of okay with the freezer just ending my run here. No, I'm not. That's not true. I have the gear wrench. We can do better. Yeah, I had to take the hallway. I had to take the hallway, so I don't have the key anymore. Okay, run's over. Too bad. Maybe I should have just taken the freezer. There were no good shots there. I think taking the closet here might have been a mistake. Ended up not doing well on doors on the way up. I don't know where I'm running to. It's not like going anywhere in particular changes anything. We'll just call it a day here. Man, I had the wrench too. The wrench is so good. Nothing particularly beneficial that time. Hello, friend. I would like a microchip. Thank you. Yes, early hallway, great. Billiard room? Like a billiard room. I'm a fan of billiard rooms. You don't see the walk-in closet every day. Key, gem, lucky rabbit's foot. Okay. Let's billiard room then. What have you got for me? Math. 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 20 minus 10 is 10. Divided by 5 is 2. 7 minus 3 is 4. Times 5 is 20. Divided by 2 is 10. Good work, folks. Doing great. Take the den here. I'm not ready for the commissary. I'm not ready to spend both gems and money on a room that doesn't do anything for me. Let's see. This needs to go right, whatever it is. Courtyard does tend to give me items, which is nice. Even if it is a little expensive. No items today. Storeroom? Probably storeroom. Probably worth the 2 steps to come in and pick up the items. And we're down to last door. I think I just take security for the extra doors here. Okay on gems for now. And then go through the security rigmarole. The security shuffle. Not gonna bother with trying to request items. It's not like I'm getting the commissary or even being able to spend money at the commissary these days. Low on steps for sure. Oh. Oh. All right. Take my steps, I guess. Patio's the only one that doesn't end the run, so take my gems, I guess. No shovel, unfortunately. And this put gems into the courtyard if I felt good about turning around and walking into the courtyard. Which, for the record, I do not. Buried below. There's so, like... There's so much in this game that when you go back and look at it again, it's like, oh, you were just tweaking my nose about a thing that's right there that I'm never going to know about until later. This is all garbage. We'll go to the observatory. 5 stars. No items. Use a key, sure. Great Hall has the potential to give me an upgrade disc. But also, it's not like I have access to a computer that I can reach at this point. It kind of didn't matter what I took there, because none of it had a chance at getting me food, I don't think. None of the options. If I took anything red, I was just instantly dead anyway. Alright, let's burn some keys. Great. Roll the dice. A stone, nothing. Alright. And then I turn around and get my day ended for me. No steps this time. Is there a particular outdoor room outcome that I am currently looking for? I think it's still Toolshed. Like, if Toolshed gives me a shovel, that unlocks the next microchip, which is maybe good. Or more shots at gear wrenches, which is pretty good. I guess I could also get like a watering can out of there, which is not bad. Yeah, I really want to make Workshop common. That's what I want. It's time to Prince. Yo, what's up, Inkling? It certainly is time to Prince. Let's open these doors. Okay, I can do coat check and then go grab a tool shed, hopefully. Maybe we'll find some dice in between now and then. Give me the steps. No item. Oh, no, there is a key here. Okay, well, I'll grab that. I probably shouldn't have grabbed it yet, actually. Alright, let's see what there is to see in the outer room. You got sick? Oh no, I'm so sorry. But hey, at least I'm here to keep you company. So, you know. Small silver lining. I know these are the thing I'm looking for. I guess I take the shelter because it gives me a gem. I wanna see what's in the shrine, actually. Oh. You just can't. It's just not there. Because curse. Oh, that is so cursed. Aww. Alright, well, learned something today. So where can we actually go? We can go out the pantry here. And then get breakfast nook ends the run, so we'll take the bedroom. The gem seems good. Let's continue to take rooms that don't end the run. Does the den ever have anything else in it? I don't know that I've ever seen another item in the den besides a gem. Every once in a while it has like a trunk over here, but mostly it's just empty, right? We like observatory. The Mundus Minor and the Twins. Boy, Sledgehammer would be really nice. Well, there goes my key. There goes a lot of everything, actually. This is miserable. I guess commissary has the potential to be something that I want. But it's not like I have the money for the upgrade disc, even if it shows up. Shovel is just barely too expensive. Sleeping mask is expensive too? Alright, we'll see if we can come back for the shovel. Coming back for the shovel does actually give me some benefits. Well, that's bad. This is not great. Take my key, I suppose. Well, now I don't have any keys to lose, so I might as well take the hallway. What is this curse stuff? So this is a built-in mode, which is curse mode. One of the 2 modes that unlocks when you get to room 46 for the first time. I think that's when it unlocks. Dare mode and curse mode. Curse mode makes you cursed. You also start the run with 13 steps and have additional malices beyond this. The orchard doesn't work. The shrine outer room doesn't work. I don't think we found anything else specific that's broken, but those 2 are pretty nasty things to be broken. This is a good spot for a breakfast nook. Is this a good spot for a courtyard? This is an okay spot for a courtyard. Cost me some extra gems, but maybe it's fine. Still don't have a shovel, nor do I have a sledgehammer, nor do we have an item in here? Wow, what a sad courtyard. Nursery's worth. Security? Security's worth too. And it is the only one that doesn't immediately end the run. So yeah, let's go security. Nothing over here. So let's play security games. 3 trunks, huh? I guess that's true. I guess I do know that's true. Set security to low. Change off from low to unlocked. Go get my key and my breakfast. Hey, Dalek, how's it going? Extreme taxes. That is definitely one way of looking at it. I shouldn't have picked up the key. I keep telling myself not to pick up the keys until I need them. Well, I do need gems, so parlor it is. We are, we continue to look for incremental gains. The gems are not in this box. The blue box is true. The gems are in this box. Well, if this is true, and this is true, then this is not true. If this is false, and this is false, then this is true, which means the gems are both in the blue box and the black box. So the gems are not in the blue box and also not in the black box, which means there is a part of me that is like, Ah, yes, let's play curse mode, because then I get the easier parlor riddles again. Chapel does have an extra door, but then I lose all of my gems. Well, I lose one of my gems. I would like to not lose my gems. I guess if I get the storeroom here, I have the money to go buy a shovel. And I can get the second microchip. But I don't know that that's worth it on its own. Like, is there any... Do I think there's nothing else I could do on this run that would be useful? Like, there's plenty of other things that I could do if I get the rooms. Don't think of it as losing money to the chapel. Think of it as investing in the future. Yeah, if I ever come back with a light source, which, like, that's not easy to do. I think... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I do actually barely make it back out. Alright, you know what? Let's just make sure that something happens here. So I can't find any new rooms on this run. But I can... open up the microchip. Am I going? I have to go through the bedroom. This is important. Man, it is still playing shrine music. Alright. Progression obtained. We did it. We got something of value. All of today. That would be so funny if I cross-pollinated Artisans of Glimeth with this game. I'm gonna not grab this yet, actually. Do I just run out to the to see if I can find a trading post or toolshed first? I think that's true. I think we just run to see if we can get a trading post or toolshed before we actually start opening things up. Because with the 2 microchips, I can actually get some kind of power that way. Whoa, both of them? Jeez. What's up, Hamu? Thank you so much for the continued support. Welcome back to the adventuring party. Round numbers. You a fan of round numbers? I'm a fan of round numbers. Very satisfying. $75 is an especially good number because it's also 3 times 25. Not that 3 and 25 are like inherently powerful or anything, but they do make 75 together, and that's great. I think it's still Toolshed. I think Toolshed is more important to me because I don't think I can get the upgrade disc off of the microchips. And we are still very much looking for sledgehammers and gear wrenches. Gear wrench also especially important. Man, doing this at the start of the run is so painful, though. We get back into there with 7 steps left. Alright, 7 steps to play the game. Hallway easy? Nursery easy? Nursery's pretty easy. Corridor, parlor, den? Probably den here. Let's go recover whatever it is we're going to recover from here. Yo. Nice lucky rabbit's foot. These are some neat items to start things off with. Take this with us. Still no sledgehammer, though. Show me conservatory. Damn it. I'm not going to draft that yet, just in case this is a hallway. This is a parlor. So we should be able to find some good stuff in here, right? Between Lucky Rabbit's Foot and Metal Detector? Nope. Bubkus. This box is not empty. This box contains gems. All statements that contain the word gems are false. True, false, true? What if this is false? If this is false, this is true. And this has to be false. If this is false... Oh. This contains the word gems. So this can't be true. This has to be false. So this is true and this is false? I don't... This feels a little loose. Because this says all, right? So this could still be, like, these could both be false. Oh, no. If this is false, this can't be false. This has to be true. And this can't be true because then it itself would be false. Okay, yeah, this has to be in here. Ta-da! While I'm not taking the chapel here, I think I need the bedroom. Yes, +5 me. Mild amount of additional luck. Thank you. Oh? Leave it for now. No conservatory. Unlucky. Dice and a gem. Yeah, we can just go pick those up. All right, secret passage. Find me a cloister. I think I do need to pick that up now. Hell yes. Allowance received. Probably mark that off as a thing that I have done. And dig spots. Not like I have a shovel. But yeah. Dig spots, for sure. Yeah, shovel was yesterday, right? Yeah, these days move pretty quick. If you close your eyes, you could miss it. Observatory's nice. Chapel? Take the spare room here. This is still a gear wrench day, which is nice. Oh, hell yeah. It's already common? Good, it can stay common. Let's go through the observatory first. Apples are extra delicious today. Well, that's a guarantee that I will never see another apple. I think I am required to take the garage here. And I will grab the keys. Excuse me? Oh, I was not looking at my steps. I didn't even notice. Yep, that kind of day. It's that kind of day. Well, at least I got an allowance token, so that's cool. Things have improved mildly. Playing the game. All right, cool. Well, calling it a day. All right, we have been going for about 2 hours, which means it is time to take my usual stream break. So I'm gonna do that here. Yeah, the star is good. The allowance token is good. Progress has been made. Some amount of progress has been made. Still looking for other progress. The other progress is a little less common, but you know, maybe we'll get there. Eventually. Eventually. All right. Day 14. We actually made some pretty good progress so far. We're not much closer to, you know, a victory. But things are moving. It's trying to reach you about your car warranty. It's true. That's a thing that I believe to be true. I have important news regarding your car warranty. I don't actually know what that important news is. I have always hung up the phone before they get to that point. But I am assured that people are trying to reach you about your car warranty. Can you have a warranty if you don't have a car? Probably, yeah. You can just say that your car got recalled, but you still have the warranty for it. I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to tell you about your warranty, right? So I have this somewhat difficult decision of, do I want to spend 6 steps filling out the outer room versus just seeing what I can get out here? Why is there a war on T? A good question, Chronometrics. Very existential. Is it worth the 6 steps to try and get the tool shed? Maybe? I love where chat is going with this. Y'all seem like you're having a good time. Um, like, I feel like the gear wrench is actually one of the things that potentially gives me a lot of gain for future runs. So, like, getting a tool shed is potentially worth it. But maybe it's more worth it, like, once I have done stuff out here and... Like, if I'm not going for the tool shed, it's definitely more worth it if I go for it later in the run when I have access to other things. Honestly, okay, so I think I should be trying to hit... Oh, grabbing this. I think I should be trying to hit the tool shed slash gear wrench until I have made workshop common. Do tea crates have extended warranties? I think they have regular warranties. Or maybe that's just warrants. They might have warrants. Can I trade you a microchip for a sledgehammer? Or dice? How about a sledgehammer? I'll make that trade. I guess I'll also trade for dice? You know what? Sure, yeah. Hey, look. Topical. All right. Was 6 steps for a sledgehammer and 2 ivory dice worth it? Maybe. Unclear. Den's good here. I need to get to the corners. This is not a nursery, alas. Is commissary worth it? I have 4 money? Might be able to get something out of the commissary. Spare room is good because it gets me to the corner. Well, the one time I have the sledgehammer. Nothing here. Pantry actually probably worthwhile because I want the money in the commissary. Heck yeah. Alright, this is worth. This is looking maybe okay. We have to step in order to grab the Lucky Rabbit's Foot, sure. Yeah, Simon's backpack must be incredible. Like, real heavy-duty straps, positioned perfectly in order to help him carry the weight. The logistics of what Simon is doing is just absolutely wild. Breakfast nook. Yes, please. I also like the walk-in closet, but I think I need the steps more. All right, with 8 gems, get a sleeping mask. Could also get a shovel or a salt shaker. There's no point in going back to the nursery, but we are going through here. Sledgehammer. What do I need? Battery pack and a broken lever. I think I need none of these things. I might take the shovel, but I think I want the sleeping mask on the off chance that we can draft another bedroom and then I'll actually be able to walk around wherever. I think that's worth it. There is never anything in the spare room. I feel like there was never anything in the spare room. Well, only one of these has a way into the next room, and it cost me a gem. So that sucks. Yeah, parlor's fine. I have not played Resident Evil Outbreak. But yeah, carrying capacity is definitely a thing that is not to be ignored. Magnifying glass. All right. Inventory space is so garbage and limited that just owning a backpack makes her the most OP character. I believe it. The gems are in the black box. This statement is of no help at all? That's probably false. This box and the blue box are both false. Well, this can't be true, because otherwise it'd be false. So it must be false, which means this can't be false. It must be true. And this statement was, in fact, of no help at all. Oh, hell yeah. Morning room, great. Car keys, great. Now we have to make it all the way to the other side of the house, though. None of these work, so reroll. I can take the office here, that's fine. Especially if I get the upgrade disc out of... out of the garage eventually. Then this is going to be worthwhile as a place to come back to. Do I run payroll? Or spread money? I guess I could spread money. I think I want to see what the next room is before I spread money. I think I want the bedroom. Oh, the drawing room goes the correct direction, though. Yeah, we'll take the drawing room here. And now I will spread money. Because backtracking sucks. Spread gold now. Which I feel like a decent amount of the time puts gold on this desk, but I guess not today. We do not have the aquarium upgraded. Aquarium is a terrible room to pick. Because it's not only all of the detriments, it's all of the detriments twice. Because it's every color. Aquarium's real dangerous. Did we spread some money into here? It does not look like we did. How unfortunate. This can be a dead end of some kind. Lab's nice, actually. Yeah, I will take the lab here. And then... do I want to go into the lab before I open this door? Probably. Yeah, if I am going to take any upgrade for the aquarium, it's probably going to be electric eels, depending on when I get that upgrade. Alright. Experiment setup. Yeah, I'll gain stars. In theory, opening trunks would be great if we can find any trunks. Or apples. But I do have the sledgehammer today. So... this isn't impossible. Although it is funny to have, like, next 3 times you open a locked trunk, add a locked trunk to the entrance hall. But we are looking for long-term gain, so it's probably stars. And I suspect trunks are more likely than apples, is my suspicion. I don't actually know that that's true, but that is my suspicion. Do I take security here? I might take security here. Feels like I'm going to get no stars. Yeah, probably not. I don't feel like either of them is going to give me stars, to be honest. I think I need to take the storeroom here. Wow. We are very close to doing something extremely cool. Provided something rare happens and also I have the steps to take advantage of it. I'll take a bedroom here. No trunk. Coin purse. Yeah, I taken the bedroom even though it's not like the greatest line, just because I really need the steps. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible news. All right, I guess it's the Great Hall. And I could roll the dice on trying to get an upgrade disc exactly once, 1 out of 6. Or I just open the door that takes me to the next room and hope that the next room has something good. And I think I just opened the next door. Well, I'm out of coins. Or out of keys. So I might as well take, like, the passageway. Rumpus room is cute. The workshop happened. Oh my god. Lockpicks. Ah. 3 out of 6 since there were 2 outer doors available as well. Not if I'm looking for the upgrade. Okay, so we're close, but I don't have the thing that I'm looking for. I can do the coin purse and rabbit's foot thing. I don't remember what that does. The thing being the broken lever? Yeah, broken lever or metal detector. Yes. My choices were 1 guarantee door or 1 of 6 for upgrade. Yes, agreed that 2 of those 6 for upgrade could have been doors. So it's 50% chance to hit versus a guaranteed chance to hit. Although the 50% chance to hit could hit something better. Lockpick is cute. Actually. Can I use that in the Great Hall? I probably can. The coin purse and Lucky Rabbit's foot together makes the thing that just doubles all my coin gain? Is that what it makes? I have a list here. Electromagnet that also has the Lucky Rabbit's foot effect? Okay. As long as it keeps the Lucky Rabbit's foot effect, I'm down. But otherwise, I am looking for Lucky Purse. It does have the clover on it, so I have to assume that it does actually give me luck still, but Still has the active luck effect. Okay. But yeah, looking for broken lever for powered hammer, or not magnifying glass, metal detector for burning glass. Both of those would be major progress items. Very heavily incentivized to take coat check here, I think. Because then I can coat check the Lucky Rabbit's foot, or the thing that I just made. I might need to take the guest bedroom, though. I think I need to take the guest bedroom. I think that is potentially more important for this particular run. Because that is plus 20 steps. Even though it's no item. No item? Unbelievable. I feel like it's so rare that the guest bedroom gives you no item. Which makes me wonder, like, in the situations where I get no item, does that just mean that the item is somewhere else in the room? Or is it just unlucky? I think it's just unlucky. Might say this run is cursed. You could say that. You are allowed to say that. That is a thing you are allowed to say. Snap dining room. Boudoir's got apples. Yo, I love apples. Man, I wish I had taken the thing with the apples. Oh, it's 25. I forgot when Christmas was. This room, I think, has the possibility for other items on top of the upgrade items. But that seems to be pretty rare. Interesting. Do I just take the chapel here? And it costs me a gem? But it does open up back into the Great Hall, which is nice. Two steps is whatever. Rumpus room is whatever. I guess, like, if I have some money and the steps to go back to the commissary, that's not bad. But it is a lot of running to get back to the commissary at this point. I think the doors right now are more important. And I don't have any keys to lose. Oh. It's still locked, even coming from this side? Well, at least I know which door it is. This cost me keys that I don't have, so that's fine. Bunk room is a lot of steps, but then I'm running back to the dining room, and that's my only way forward. And that's maybe okay. I feel like West Wing Hall gives me the option for green rooms that I kind of need. And also options for garage. Yeah, absolutely. Observatory is fine here. I don't know what 8 is. 8 is a key! That's cool. I did want more keys. This is so mean. Alright, take my key, I guess. Oh no, I don't have the gem for it. Wow, I really screwed this up. Billiard room gives me keys. I think that's important. That's immediately going to get given away to the chapel. 6. 20. Divided by 5 is 4. 38. Divided by 2 is 19. 12. Minus 11 is 1. 2, 8. Divided by 4 is 2. Ah, it's the other kind of keys. That's fine. I do have to go back to the chapel. Nothing else connects. And then we go through here. And I do want to go over here and try my hand at lockpicks. Okay. Damn it. This being open is kind of nice. Yeah, this is a sick bunk room, actually. This is a sick bunk room. Because this is also 20 steps. And some money. Sure. And we get to say hi to this little guy. Look at this little cutie. You're doing great, buddy. Still no keys, but now it's 50-50 for the upgrade disc. The upgrade disc. 50-50 for the upgrade disc. What would I name my pet hamster? Terry. Nope. Ooh, still open. I don't know the gems. I could take a pool. That does give me another door. But then I don't have the gems. Or I could take a planetarium and end the day. None of these can give me the broken lever I'm looking for. The pool does have a door to the left side, which it's possible I get the broken lever I'm looking for out of a green room there, but I don't have any gems left over if I take the pool. Do I have swim trunks yet? I certainly haven't seen a souvenir shop yet. Or gift shop, rather. I'm not sure if the gift shop is even in the pool until after you get 46. Possible garage, yes. However, I still don't have the gem if I take the pool. So, almost anything that I'd want on the edge here requires a gem. Which I won't have if I take the pool. Pool could have a key. I think it has the same odds as any other room to have a key in it. Like, not high. What is in the planetarium base? Nothing? Yeah, 2 stars or low odds. Really low odds to get something good, I think. Were there any consumables for sale in the commissary? No. Prism key is remarkably unhelpful, considering that the locked door is in the blue room. If Planetarium has a key, that actually moves me forward. I think that's more likely than finding something like that in the pool. I don't remember ever finding, like, a key lying around in the pool. The pool, I feel like I sometimes see, running shoes, and that's about it. I think Planetarium is better odds to be something helpful. And even if it's not, I'd rather have the Planetarium than the pool in that case. So I guess we'll just take the Planetarium. Yeah, nothing. You've seen a key on the bench? Yeah, I don't think it's any more likely than key anywhere else. This is a cool list. Anyway, we're calling it a day here. No telescope. No anything. Where would the Planetarium have stuff, though? Just on the podium, right? Well, I guess the stuff that you add via the telescope gets put near the podium. If it was like a random key or something, maybe it would be like on one of the chairs or something? I don't know. Planetarium key is in the seats. Yeah, that's kind of what I would expect if it was like random item. But yeah, nothing here. All right. So what do I do with 12 money and no keys? Didn't find a single locked trunk, so the prophecy did indeed come true. I didn't find security, so I can't even check for a locked trunk. I did check in the den, and I did check in the bedroom. Neither of them have a trunk. And the observatory was a key that was immediately stolen from me. So, no shot at a coat check either, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Do I have enough steps to find stuff at the trading post? Oh yeah, maybe. Actually, I might be able to trade in the lucky purse. I do have enough steps to get back out there. That's actually a really good call, because that might get me another upgrade disc. Or the broken lever that I'm looking for. How do I get out of here? It's this way. I had forgotten that I found a trading post. Trading post is such value. I did already take that. Yes, because I have a sledgehammer. Right, of course. Not commissary. Commissary is... I guess I could have gone into the commissary also, but didn't feel that important. Okay, first things first, turn this into the upgrade disc. Oh, or the metal detector, absolutely. 3 ivory dice, no. Vault key 370? No. Coupon book. Ivory dice, 2 gems. Compass. Alright, well, I can get burning glass. What progress does that make me right now, actually? Can I do anything with burning glass? Oh, yeah, I have the trading post. So yeah, burning glass is, in fact, a thing that I can use. I'm not opening the chapel. I'm not doing anything in the chapel right now. Not yet. Any of these other rooms? I'm gonna make a list of like where Burning Glass and Chapel actually give me some benefit. This would be a good thing to remember also. Burning Glass is tomb, basement area, trading post, chapel. It's all the ones I remember. Powered sledge. Oh, the tunnel. Thank you. I also don't know that I want the tunnel blueprint. That's a really good point. I think I do, actually. Just to, like, turn on the dining room, if nothing else. And I can get an allowance token out of it, which is worth. Powered sledge is secret garden, basement, the gym? Not the gym. Workout room. What's it actually called? Weight room. Greenhouse. Can I go in? I can't go into the basement from the outside, right? If I break down the boards in the outside area near the elevator, that won't get me into the basement on its own? And tunnel have something if you tunneled outside the bounds? Yeah, an allowance token. It will sort of. I know last time I didn't try to do it from the outside. I did it from within the basement. So I'm not actually sure what happens if you try to do it from the outside, if you even can. The apple tree place? You talking about the secret garden or the orchard? Allows partial access. Ooh, yes. Yes. I do need the burning glass for the orchard because I need to have the sundial. I need to burn the sundial in order to get and that, but I still need the third microchip out of the grotto before that's relevant. But yes, it is relevant. Freezer, technically? I don't know what I get out of the freezer that makes that worthwhile. But freezer, technically. Freezer has an upgrade disc? I believe that. Sounds good. All right, let's go, let's get the can I get it off of any of the other things? No, right? Salt shaker, coupon book, ivory dice, gems, compass. Vault key 370. Which then trades back and forth for a lockpick kit. Okay. Coupon book. Which trades back and forth for the car keys. Sure. Sledgehammer for compass. I can make something out of the compass, right? What can I make out of the compass? I don't remember. Nothing particularly relevant, I don't think. Dowsing rod with the shovel. Electromagnet with the battery pack, which also doesn't matter. Okay. I guess I could. Yeah, I don't think I could trade for shovel here, which is unfortunate. Also unfortunate. And I think I have the steps to go all the way in and all the way back. Where's the workshop again? Here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Silver key would open a locked door? I guess so, yeah. But it's for the metal detector, which I want for I want the burning glass. Like, I think I'd rather have the burning glass. Then continue this run. And get the upgrade disc out of the trading post. Alright, let's go. Cost me 20 steps to get up there and back. And then there's the decision of go into the commissary. Going into the commissary gets me a shovel, I guess. What was it? Shovel, salt shaker, sledgehammer? No. Shovel, salt shaker. I bought the sleeping mask. Shovel, salt shaker, and something else. It's only 2 more steps. And if the plan is to go back out... Oh, the metal detector was here. Alright, well, buy it all. What else am I going to do with the money? Could have just bought the metal detector here. Jeez. Not paying attention. Really? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! I spread money! I completely forgot that happened. Through here, up to the workshop. Yeah, upgrade disc is progress. I don't think I could say that, Chrono. I think that's actually illegal. And no broken lever. Okay, before I dip into the commissary to see if metal detectors are back in stock. 13 steps left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to get to the office. So if I dip into the commissary, I have exactly enough steps to get from the trading post back to a computer. But then we won't be able to do anything else anyway. So it doesn't matter if I can get another metal detector, because we're never making it back up here. Oh no, 8's not enough. I needed 10. Yeah, that's also a good point. Although now I have the money. I would have had 1 step left, Cryptomancer. I would have had exactly 1 step left. Alright, do you want my burning glass? Do you want my upgrade keys? You do want my upgrade disc. I'm not giving it to you. But you do want it. the money be here next time I draft Trading Post if I don't pick it up? I don't think so. I think it's only the other ones. I guess I'm not sure, though. Alright, let's trade stuff in until I can't get stuff anymore. Oh no, dice. Well, I have pretty much hit that point. Silver key. There's 2 discs here, isn't there? There's the one behind the dynamite and the one for trading in something rare. Is there anything else I want to hit with a burning glass? Chapel doesn't matter. I can't get into the basement. Tomb is unavailable. Orchard. Orchard. Thank you. Yes, Orchard. But we have to go to the office first. So Ooh, that's rough, actually. Maybe it's better to go to the Orchard while I have the burning glass, because that's going to be harder to get than just redrafting the Trading Post and picking up the upgrade disc again. Yeah, I think we have to go to the Orchard instead of using the upgrade disc here. It's too bad I can't trade something in for steps. You don't want to, like, sell me a banana or something? You do go, like, some tinned sardines? Maybe some of that sugar? Just mainline sugar? Simon just, like, downing raw pixie sticks? Alright, yeah, Orchard. This is for the satellite dish, huh? How did this work? How are you supposed to line this up? I don't even remember. Oh, there was the extra things. I do remember. This lines up here, but that needs to line up on an outside level. There. Cool. So now this should be open in the future, I think. And I'm just gonna run myself out of steps out of spite? Oh no, I'm gonna go grab the tunnel. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I have just enough steps to make it there. Even had an extra. Get lit, idiots. All these crates. There's so many goddamn crates. Alright, now I run myself out of steps out of spite. Gonna end the run in the commissary with a full load of cash. I couldn't even make it back to the planetarium. Ugh. Pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion. Accurate. Okay, we are once again looking for trading post. If there is no trading post, shouldn't have grabbed that yet. Then we are looking for tool shed. And if there is no tool shed, then it doesn't matter. Okay. Sledgehammer? Sledgehammer. Alright. We'll see what this does for me. Do like breakfast nook. None of these extend, so I guess I take the breakfast nook here. Take the corridor while I have no keys. Like, I like taking the observatory, but also I want to get the corridor out of my draft pool. This is spare room. Every time this is spare room here. Have a metal detector? There was a metal detector in the tool shed? Lucky. Ah. Pantry for food. Really? Yeah, I'm into that. Take all my gems, I guess. I'm going to backtrack here, actually, into the breakfast nook. Rather than progressing into... Yo, there's a trunk. I don't want to run out of steps before having gotten into the breakfast nook and gotten my food. And what do we have here? Worthless. All terrible. Closet, I suppose? Head up the veranda or head up the corridor? I guess corridor is closest. Expensive. I guess I want... Man. Curse mode, though. It's farther backtracking if I go to the veranda first. Yep, I want doors. Alright, security level low. Offline mode unlocked. The security shuffle has been performed. State inventory? There is a trunk. There's a key, presumably in the veranda. Log into network in order to special order a sledgehammer. I think I am at the point where I probably just special order a sledgehammer every time. There is a case to be made for sleeping mask, but I think sledgehammer is probably closest to something that will get me progression as opposed to just get me deeper in. I just always want a sledgehammer. Alright. What have we got this way? Observatory's good. There go all of my gems. But that's probably fine. Now I have 9 stars. Wow! Really? Do I just take the weight room? Sure. Whatever, I guess. Alright, we're definitely not making it back to the veranda, which is unfortunate. What does 9 get me? At least I have a gem. Wow, miserable? Try again? Try again. God. 1, 2, 3. Even if I take the Great Hall and find the upgrade disc, I can't make it back to security on 3 steps. What a miserable situation. Okay, so the only hope now is kitchen. All of these cost me my gem. Yeah, this run is very over. This run is very over. What a rough day. Alright. Get me a kitchen, I guess? Not that it matters, I don't have the steps. Locksmith, sure. Should try not spending so many resources every time I enter a room. Fair. I'll work on that. Really, what I should stop doing is running for the outer room. Because, like, there are some benefits there, but I need to have more steps before that becomes beneficial enough that I can actually do anything with it. However, I want that trading post upgrade disc. So, I'm going to continue making somewhat foolhardy decisions until that resolves itself. And then I'll be a little bit more precious about my steps. Shrine has big benefits. Shrine is not available. Classroom is expensive on gems, although you are not wrong. Each classroom has an apple. Shrine is not available. You draft the shrine and you get just a wall. Turns out it's cursed. Would you like my microchip? Great, great, good deal. You haven't played the game in a year. I mean, I'm not saying that you should have known this, but I am saying that curse mode is cursed. Have you played through curse mode? What are we doing here? Den. You should have known this? Okay, well. That's on you. You are welcome to have known this or not, as appropriate. I would like some steps, I think. And also a gem. Perfect time for a hallway. Hey, guess what room doesn't have a trunk? Yes! Cool. Maid's Chamber can become rare. The guest bedroom can remain commonplace. And I have chosen freight shipping, apparently. That's fascinating. All right, let's make that common so that it ever happens. Greater chance of finding items and ingredients. Is freight shipping good? I've never taken freight shipping before, and I have not found the mailroom since I took that upgrade, so I don't know. I suspect it's not as good as No Contact, but I don't actually know what the contents are of the freight shipment. I think I want the parlor more than I want the veranda here. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. One of the other boxes is true. If this is true, then this is false. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. Okay, so if this is true, then this is definitionally false. No. If this is true, then this could be true and this could be false. And if this is false, then both of the other boxes are true, which is not possible. So this has to be true, and then this can be true, and then this can be false, and that'll work. Scepter, valuable museum heirloom crown, and instructions to overthrow the monarchy. Wow. Freight shipping just wins you the game? How convenient. Love freight shipping. Closet or commissary? Commissary saves me steps. And Closet doesn't feel like it's going to get me anything particularly impressive. Like, I'll probably get a die and a gem out of it, or a die and a key. If it's a die and a key, it's actually worth, I think. Commissary, I don't know the money for, so let's just Closet, I guess. Well, it's a gem and a major key, so I guess that's lovely. That is better than I thought it was going to be. Alright, what are my options here? Apples. We probably take the apples. I have the upgrade disc, actually. We need to take the office here. Strong bacon and eggs. Thank you. What are we upgrading today? Okay. And what options have we been given? Joya. Permanently add an extra 5 steps to the main course for each kitchen, pantry, or furnace you draft from this cloister. Vea, find 8 dirt piles in each room with a fireplace you draft from this cloister. Rinna, raise your luck with each green room you draft from this cloister. I do like making my main course permanently better. However, we have yet to actually open up the main course even once. I like the idea of Rinna, but I think the odds of drafting a green room off of the cloister are just so goddamn low. Yo, what's up, Ender? Stone do be deadly. So I think I'm gonna take Joya here. Mostly because it says permanent. But also, we're just never drafting the cloister anyway. I think we're just never drafting the cloister anyway. Nothing on the table to grab. Thank you for the gem. And here we go. Ah, yes. Perfect. The run is over. My favorite. Might as well place a freight shipping order. Letter from Dad. That's great. And then the letters from, what's-his-face are probably not useful over the course of this run. Well, alright. Let's go... What? What can I actually do at this point? Can I do anything? We hit the conservatory, so that's not bad. We don't pick it up in 3 days, do we lose the order? I think not. I think what'll happen is the next time the mailroom is available to draft, it'll just be in there. But I am not positive about that because I have no experience with freight shipping. Yeah, nothing else we can do here, I don't think. So call that a day. Well, I did the upgrade, so we can stop running around outside. Until we have reliably gained a few more steps at the start of the run. Den's good. Pantry, probably. No, I don't like any of these. I kind of like the kitchen, actually. Now that I have 8 money to start this run with. So let's go spend some money on steps. All of this is not terrible, actually. I think I probably take security here, even though it is the last of my gems. There's a gem waiting for me in the den, because this gives me a door, which is nice. I think I want the door. And also, I want to do the security shuffle. Do I open this before going down to the kitchen? I guess the reason to not open it before going down to the kitchen is if I think it's going to be a shop. But I don't have the gems for a shop anyway. Parlor's great. Give me some gems. I shouldn't be picking up the wind-up key until I know which one I'm going to hit. The gems are in this box. This statement is of no help at all. The gems are in the blue box. Well, if these are both true, then this is false. And if these are both false, then this is definitely true. But if these are both false, then the gems are indeterminate. So the gems are in the blue box. There's the commissary. This is a great spot for a guest bedroom, actually. Decent spot for a storeroom, too. But the extra steps are very worthwhile. Into the kitchen. Oh. The water's not turned on. How sad. Alright, what does my 8 gold get me? A club sandwich? Or 4 bananas? Club sandwich is more worthwhile. And that, I think, is enough to run outside and see what I can get from a potential trading post / tool shed. Turn these microchips into something. Garbage. I'm certainly not paying steps for floor plans. So we'll just take the shelter. Do I spend the 2 steps on a gem? Probably. I think that's probably still worthwhile. Show me conservatory. None of these are conservatory. Breakfast nook's good, though. Your package is currently in transit. Okay, no point in drafting the mailroom here. Pump room. Do I want the pump room? I think I do want the sauna, actually. Is it worth it to check what's in the spare room? Or what's in the pool? No, but I'm doing it anyway. Key card? It was worth it. Retroactively worth it. I didn't think that was possible. Learning new things. Garbage. Burn the gem or burn a key? Probably burn the key. For the extra door. Oh, guess where my package is? Currently in transit. Not willing to lose the key yet. Does shelter prevent red room curse effects? No. You still get the curse effect for drafting a red room. Well, not a lot of options, but courtyard is sometimes worth. Nice sledge. No shovels. Never shovels. Raj? Raj? Raj! Give me the gems. Or the keys. And the upgrade. Oh, this is the upgrade I've already gotten. Okay. Which means I should mark it. This was wrong. This was here. Mark that I have the dynamite. Office. Yes. Those are all correct. This gives me flavor, lore, perhaps useful lore, but still just lore. No gems was very sad here. I don't want to lose a key here, but corridor does give me an open door. So it's probably worth it because I could have worse failure cases if I redraw. Well, that's not happening, but thank you. Why am I gemless, man? Terrible bedroom. Drawing room's good. I sure don't have any gems. Hallway it is. I guess steal some more keys from me. Coat check. This is looking like maybe I just want a coat check. Happy to check like a lockpick here or something. Certainly never need to see car keys. Well, no, car keys are still like nice to find. There's some good items in the trunk. Garden key's not gonna work here. Regular keys. Yeah, I think we're just ending it. Honestly, as far as ways to end it go, this is pretty good. Also, it might have a gem in here. Not that that's helpful at this point. But, there's that gem I needed. What am I checking? Is it lockpick or keycard? Or sledgehammer, even? Bing bong! Gemless or doorless. Yep. You can never have the things you want unless you can no longer have the things you need. You love Secret Garden Key? That's fair. I feel like it's not a high priority for the next run. Like, I'm thinking of not what I want to have available eventually, but what I want to have available tomorrow. And I think that might be Lockpick Kit over Sledgehammer. Not that I am particularly good at picking locks, but... We got some extra step options that you didn't during your run. Did you play Curse Mode? How well did Curse Mode work out for you? Yeah, I'm thinking it's Lockpick Kit. Alright, and then I don't have any particularly useful place to end the run, so we just end the run. You just blew through days? Yeah. Yeah, I am still hoping to unlock the grotto. That would be pretty helpful. Finally got Nurse's Station. Given that I have the extra 20 to start, I think I'm actually going to go outside first. In case I get, like, Toolshed Gear Wrench. Toolshed or Trading Post. Both are available. I think... I kind of think at this point, given I've gotten the first upgrade disc out of the trading post, that maybe the tool shed is more worthwhile right now. Okay, yeah, we take those. Metal detector is nice. Can I refill the watering can at the fountain? I mean, I guess I won't know until I actually use it, but... It's good. That opens me to potential conservatory. Package still currently in transit. I will take the drawing room here, though. Day 36. Yeah, it would be nice to have a decent foundation. That would be very cool. No sledgehammer. The trunk is locked. Sure is, buddy. Would like this gem, please and thank you. I would like some more gems, please and thank you. One of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains gems. If you replace the word one in the other two statements with both, they will both be false. That's true. Both of the other statements is false is not true. Oh, it's false. They will both be false. Okay. Both of the other boxes contains gems is a false statement. Both of the other statements is false is a false statement if this is true. So that's true. And this is true, so this is false. Okay. How does that help me, though? This being true doesn't help me. This needs to be false in order for this to work. But this is true. So I guess this is true and this is false? As opposed to true, true, false? Like, both of those are valid configurations based on the logic. But only one of those gets me to where the gems are. Which, I am unhappy about this. But we have to open this one because there's no other way for it to work. It's weird, though. You know? 23, 23, 25, 24, 23. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I go through the bedroom or just walk straight back into the drawing room. I end up at the same amount of steps. Man, making mailroom common may have been a mistake. I guess we put the pantry here. I'm okay with pantry here. But now we gotta go back out to the den. Grab the gem. Oh, look, it's a trunk. Yeah, common with no contact would have been fine. I agree. Conservatory is great. Give me a gem. Suspicious key. Alright, aquarium needs to be rare, unfortunately. Because it's just too much of a hassle to take. I would like greenhouse to be common. And bunk room... Should bunk room be more common? I kind of want to make bunk room common and also nursery common. But that is a lot of dead ends. That's true. I can reset the mailroom. But I don't want it to be unusual. I don't want to never see it. I guess I want it to be standard. I'm gonna make bunk room standard for now. Because I don't think I want it to be common now. But if I can make the nursery common, I do want the bunk room to be common. Do I want to adjust the mailroom now? I guess my only option is reset as opposed to adjust. Yeah, because I don't want it to be unusual. I think I want it to be standard. But I'll just leave it as common for now and suffer, I suppose. I will happily take breakfast nook here. Man, I really needed to remember not to pick up that key until after I had drafted the room, though. Did I take the gem? I did take the gem. Good. Good for me. Garbage? Take my key, I guess. Yes. You can reset rarities from the directory while in the conservatory. If there is a thing that you have previously adjusted, either via the conservatory or some other method, I think it also works for gear wrench rooms, then while in the conservatory, you can reset it back to its base. Do you like a morning room? Pretty good haul. Is courtyard worth? I think yes. Because maybe sledgehammer. Or, instead of sledgehammer, trunk number 3. Thanks. Thanks. You're doing great, courtyard. Courtyard's not doing great. Courtyard's doing real bad. Security? It's a little late for security, unfortunately. Might be commissary time. Do have enough money to buy things. Absolutely buying a sledgehammer. God dang it. I'll leave the rest here for now. Running shoes would be nice. Sleeping mask would be nice. Magnifying glass doesn't matter until I find a workshop. Alright, let's retrace a few steps here, I think. Hammer! Money. Worth. Where are the other ones? Is one in the den and one in the bedroom? We're not going all the way back there. This is worth going back into here, though, and buying out the remaining stuff. Well, buying these two. Which now maybe it's worth running back to the bedroom. Yeah, alright. I'll call that worth running back to the bedroom. Hell yeah. Cost me some steps, but it has a ton of resources that I gained. Yep. Sounds like an observatory to me. Well, one of these ends the run. One of these does not. Nursery. Ah. Bummer about them gems, though. Storeroom it is. Wow. These things are everywhere. That's great. Storeroom has been way luckier for me than I ever expected it to. Like, I never expect to see anything but the base items in the storeroom. And you can find some wild stuff in the storeroom, honestly. Just use the sledgehammer. Cloister. Nope. Maybe this is a reroll. Because I don't like losing my my keys for the hallway. Yeah, I would happily take the cloister, though. If I had the gems for it. Maybe I'll just take the hallway and keep my rerolls. Maybe I'll just take the hallway and keep my rerolls. Alright. Cannot refill watering can at the pool. Makes sense. I'm not too far away from double checking at the fountain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Blech. I'm not going to spend 12 steps running in and out. Maybe if I have enough steps left over at the end, I can go check. But not gonna like check mid-run. Boiler room? This is possibilities, and I'll still have a gem left over for laboratory. All right, let's give it a shot. Time to turn on everything in the boiler room. I'm gonna play the boiler room game. How does this work again? We need to turn this on. So that I can turn this on. I can't do it while it's running. Okay. Now that that's on, I can turn this on. Flip this switch. Now we need this enabled. Does that stay open if I flip this again? Nope. But I need this to be up. Wait a minute, how do I do this? Because, like, now I can walk across here. But I can't... Oh, I can! Hmm. Right, that's one. That's two. Why is that only two? Oh, because this isn't turned on yet. There we go. Did it not activate? I pressed the button. Get activated, idiot. I have to double click the button. Gotta press the button multiple times. Okay. And then this opens this up, which doesn't matter. Because the only way that matters right now is that way. You've got to be kidding me. Try again. Try again. I mean, I guess. The problem is I need another gem before I go in there. So we got to go back through the hallway and see if we can find something. Gem? Aww. That's not what I was looking for. Silver key is neat. But that doesn't get us through the key card door. Alright, well, leave this active, I suppose. Hey, look, it's a key card door. I hate it here. Check the shelves here. There is a case to be made for turning off the power, or at least redirecting it, while I open the door here so that it is not leaning towards the things I don't want right now because I don't have gems. I think I am going to do exactly that thing. And then we can hope this opens to a utility closet or maybe a break room, both of which would be fantastic here. Or a source of gems. Not or, and. This is not what I'm looking for. This is really not what I'm looking for. I guess I could take the dark room. But dark room is also not what I'm looking for. So... that's funny. And not helpful. Alright, runs over. Do I want to check anything else? Checking watering can is kind of funny. Checking gems is kind of funny. No, I think what I want to do is take the lockpick kit and then recheck it. So that something has been checked. And now both of the remaining doors require a key card, which I do not have. So, calling it a day. Ran out of gems on the boiler room. What a bummer. What a bummer. Alright, well, unfortunately, in addition to calling it a day, I think I have to call it a night here.